I'm going to be like, oh man, this market never goes down. All right, I'm going to give myself a short, and it's going to start to work. And the difference is we're going to break VWAP, like I'm hoping right now, and then we're gonna fall, and then we're gonna rally back to the VWAP, and it won't break back above it, and that'll be the difference. And so far, we can't even get it to break VWAP. We've been short pretty much. I don't know. I bought them. It was about 25, 30 minutes ago. Just waiting for the magic to happen. But again, you're fighting. You're fighting a game. You're fighting a market that refuses to go down, especially since the May 12th power gap. Like I've been trying to explain, May 12th changed the game. May 12th trapped everybody on the wrong side of the market. And since then, it's just been a monster bull market. And I still believe those are generational lows. I still think I think it was August the 12th at this point. No, it was August 12th. The day, August 8th, when we sold off on the Apple earnings. I think that really is generational lows right now. And it'll be something. Maybe we get down there one day, maybe seasonality kicks in. Maybe we do get a sell-off. And hopefully it starts right now because we're short. And at least we're only in puts, so we know exactly what we're losing. It's just a tough game. But there's really not much going on today. So any day now. So what I was saying is one day, maybe in the year 2028, when we're at 1,000 on the Qs, there'll be a day where they sell off, and then when they rally back, they won't break over VWAP, and then you look over the UVXY, which is what's keeping us in. This is what's keeping us engaged. UVXY, I know it's still red and it's going to zero, but it's off the floor, right? It's like a little tease. Like, hey, we're not at the lows of the day. The market's kind of going sideways. So we decided to risk a little bit of money on buying some puts. I mean, it really is a losing game, right? I'd rather just enjoy the market because look, if you just would have taken the other side of the Oracle trade, right? We're grinding this thing out. Again, the first trade was the fade, but the fade becomes the faux show bro. So instead of trying to be the guy that is the hero to short something in this market that never goes down, it worked. But if you didn't you'd rather just wait for the short covering to kick in at 318, stock tacked on 20 points. I'm chirping about $2 that I luckily made, and the thing went up 20, right? Here, we made 2 points, luckily, and then since the turn, it's gone up 10. You see? There is no point to short. You might as well just wait for the turns and then crush morons like me that still think this market has a chance to go down, ever. One day it will. I don't know when that's going to happen. But I'll certainly be involved because I try almost every day. But now I do it with a very, very disciplined, specific trade. And that's tight stops or just buying slightly out of the money puts and sitting under the desk and hoping something happens. But man, all this market's doing is consolidating, right? It's bullish. There's nothing bearish about the market. So when that changes, you'll know it'll be a dynamic shift in the entire landscape of humanity when the Qs actually go down and can't get back over VWAP. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Doesn't happen too often. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. And remember, it's still only going to be temporary. Because when we do get that sell-off, everybody gets, ooh, that's the top of the market. It's never the top. There is no top. There is no spoon. Don't forget. Every sell-off is temporary, and they're becoming shorter in duration, like the August 5th bullshit yen carry trade. What was that? 3 days, market crashed, and then began the greatest bull market ever. tariff cardboard guy came on the TV. Everybody freaked out. What'd that last for? 48 hours? Just said a bunch of numbers on a piece of cardboard. Everybody freaked out for some reason. I don't know why. Like, who the hell cares what he has to say? Nobody should care. Now nobody cares. Right? And the whole time, Eric Trump was buying the dip, right? That's why now he's a billionaire too. He's no fool, even though everybody thinks he's foolish. Yeah, he's laughing his way to the bank, sitting on $1 billion cash on the buying the dip that day on the S&Ps and the Qs. So make fun of him all you want. They'll buy you out 100,000 times over. But oh my freaking God, this is as boring as it gets, my friends. We are going absolutely nowhere. We're just consolidating, and this is boring and awful. So if we can get the sell-off to take root here, at least it's something. All right. So now, while I'm saying that, I don't even have my orders out. I'm sitting there going, hey, maybe I should sell something. If this thing actually works. Let me see. I got excited there for a second. It's supposed to sell. It's supposed to cover when you get excited. Thank you, Mary. While we're at it, we can still talk about this V wave because very close, only $1 away from breaking out to all-time highs. Options are still relatively cheap. We got the December 10s. I think you guys bought them with us for $1.20, $1.40, $1.50. Still $1.50, $1.80. Where are they now? Yeah, December 10s, 150 bid, 180. Love it. But I love it more. No, don't anybody get excited. Don't anybody get excited. Don't you even think about getting excited right now. Shh. Shh. Don't get excited. Shush. Don't say it. Keep your mouth shut. By the way, first rule of shorting is short-lives and you're going to die. Second rule, you got to try to pretend that you're actually not short. Nobody's short. We're not short the market right now. Who would short the market right now? Nobody shorts the market. This is the dumbest thing in the world. Who the hell would short the market? It never goes down. Oh, man. Nobody's short. Why would you short the Qs? It's insane. All right, so now here's the moment of truth. Will it actually stay below the VWAP? Because if it does, what I just described is starting to happen. UVXY needs to be above 1130 to really get excited. And if you're going to get excited about being short the Qs, it's silly. But if you're in from 35 cents, and again, let me show you which ones we got. I got these at 35. If you just joined me, we're up a little bit now. Here you go. Right? Some of the players went a little bit further out. I don't like going that far out. But if they bought them at 21 and now you got 31, it's money. You got yourself 100 contracts at 21. You're up a G. Nobody's short this market. Why would you short this market? Nobody's short. Shorting is stupid. Nobody's short the market. Terrible idea. Worst idea ever. What a horrifying idea. Terrible. Stupid idea. Come on. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say I'm not short the Qs. Shit, I fucked up. Now I got to sell something. I said it out loud. I think the Matrix knows. See? It's on. They're on to me. Boom. Sold 50 cents. All right. Sold 2 contracts, 50 cents just now, the 581s. All right. I'm still not actually short the Qs. Nobody's short the Qs. This is a terrible idea. Freaking awful. at 70. Offer them out at 70. Put them out there at 70 now. Put them out there. Nobody short the Qs. Grimaldi, did you buy them at 35 cents? They're 52 now. Grimaldi, you had an hour and a half to think about doing this trade with us. Did you buy some 581s for 35 cents? I just sold some at 50, Grimaldi. Let's go, Grimaldi. Handed you the winners. Now, nobody get excited about this, but I'm selling one more here at 60 cents if they hit me. 58. 58 going once, 58 going twice, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59. I said 60, you bastard. Come on, somebody buy it from me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No. Nobody bought it from me. Anybody sell them at 60? Nobody bought it from me. I saw some 60 prints. They ignored me. I won't be ignored. You really can't? Are you really? 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 By the way, if UVXY goes up another 14 cents, I might actually let out a little gleeful chuckle. Hee. Come on, somebody buying from me. Just let me out of some at 60. Come on. Come on. Come on. Drive it. Drive it. Drive it. Drive it. Oh, sold. 2 contracts. Still got some more. What? Sorry. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about being short the Qs. Nobody should be excited about being short the Qs right now. It's a terrible idea. I'm only kidding. All right. Put them out at 75 now. Now, bring in the rationality. I'm glad this is working. We're in from 35 cents. Just sold some at 50 and 60. So now, normally I would lock this trade up by putting a stop at 49. And you know what I'm doing? Exactly that. So if they go under 49 cents, I'm dumping the other 581s. And I'm just happy we all made money. And again, if you bought something at 35 and you sold some at 60, that ain't a bad trade now. All right? Obviously, you want more, but you don't want to be delusional now and think the market's actually going to go down, right? We're lucky enough that actually just worked. Fucking A. And here they come for me, right? As soon as I put that stop loss on. By the way, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. I actually just realized I have a stop and it's going to go market. You know what? Screw this. I'm selling 2 contracts right here, 53. Sold. All right, I'm not putting a stop on. I'm sitting here watching it. I don't need to put a stop on. All right. There you go. Whose first trade was that dumb idea, right? Come on, Solid. Solid's buying those ones at 20. Where'd they go, right? It's a measly. What do you get? You got them in at 21? Sick. I hope you sold some. What do you know about that, people? No one would believe this. Nobody would believe what we just did today. We shorted the Oracle twice to lift the tail, and we just made money buying puts on the freaking Qs. Who are we right now? We're rock stars. Now, one day, when UVXY is going nuts, we're not going to just buy 20 contracts. We're going to buy 200 to start. And then when it tests VWAP and starts to roll, we're going to add 800 contracts to it. And then I'm going to put on the biggest fucking short position in the history of my life. And it'll probably go horribly wrong, like it always does. But I'm waiting. I haven't done over 1,000 contracts since that awful trade I did in 2012 where I got annihilated. Absolutely annihilated. Turned a 35 grand profit into almost like a $250,000 loss. Yeah, shorten the queues is a great idea. I'll never forget. I was skipping around the freaking office like I was like a rock. I was out of my mind. I'm like, I fucking called the top. Yeah. Some guy's like, yeah, get back to your desk. And I think it was JP Morgan or Gold or somebody put a buy recommendation on the S&Ps with a 12.5% target. And the market starts ripping. And my money just went poof. Gone. All right, kids, this is happening. 581s. If you haven't sold any yet, 60, here we are again. Don't be foolish. Take the money. You don't got to get out of the whole thing yet. You know, hopefully we can get some at 75. I got offers out at 75 and $1 and $1.14. Because this is just the battle, right? This is the battle. We're probably going to lose the battle, but at least right now we've won. We're here, right? This is where we wanted to go. So now if what I just described starts to take root, so the idea would be now we rally back to the VWAP, can't get over it, roll, break this price and that price, and then go here. Then we're Ricky Martin. What does that even mean? You know what it means. Living La Vida Loca. Come on. Now, if that all plays out like that, that's a freaking miracle. Probably just should dump these things right now. They're under 50 cents already. See, in a normal, rational world, I would have been out of these already, but I'll hang on. I got a couple left. Let's see what happens. Did you just see, let's see what happens? I think I did. Does that ever work out? Probably not. Any IPOs coming out? Thank you for reaching out. We're happy to receive you. We've received your buying power. Ooh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Do you know that if you have a Robinhood account or a public account, they have now IPO allocation? So you could put in for the IPO. I don't know if I'm going to get any, but I just received my confirmation that my money is ready and I have my IPO. I'm ready. So I might get some Klarna. No idea. Fig W or Fig R, Fig G. I don't even know what I'm buying. But in this market, you're going to give me an IPO at an IPO price? I'm in. Whatever it is. I'm in. I put in for 1,000 shares of each of these things. Maybe I'll get like 4 shares. All right. I guess I can't hate on public as much as I was because I really don't like the fact you can't call in, but they do get back to you. The customer support's all right. Customer support's that's really all I care about. That's why I love Apple. That's why I hate Investors Business Day. Not investors, what is that? IB, whatever they are. Interactive Brokers, worst customer service on the planet for any company in existence. Awful people. Terrible, terrible. I closed my account. The worst. All right, while we're sitting here waiting to lose the rest of our money on these options, let me go back to this Lyft trade. So my friends, I know this sounds irresponsible as well. I don't care if it doesn't go up anymore. We sold, we got the profit. We can't lose on the trade now, right? So what I'm kind of hoping for is that the stock just does this. The last thing you want to see is a new high breakout, fail, and then go negative. So if you're watching the lift, right, the reason we bought it, faux show bro, earnings report, I got in late, but still better late and right than early and wrong, right? Little late, but we got paid. Now we broke where I was hoping to see today. That was the mark right there, the 1905. It'd be lovely to cover. It'd be nice to close above the breakout price, but as long as we stay green today, it's a win. So then you go back to the trade right here. We're under VWAP. We've tested it from underneath, and we failed. Not a good looking setup right here, but we're coming back. This could be a fake out shakeout. And the point is, I don't mind if it sits around now for a day or two, because if it sits around for a couple of days and then breaks the 1935 on Friday, then you're talking about the daily, the zero date 1950s on Friday. And if we get the breakout that I'm hoping for, right, and we get to the 2-year high, if you look at the 2-year chart on the lift, right, here's your 2-year chart. Bring it, meat, bring it, right? And if you look at a 3-year chart, if you look at I want to see this is why I like the stock in the first place. This is a 10-year chart. What do you got there? You got yourself an Andy Dufresne. It's a big ass Andy Dufresne, and you've had really great opportunities to make some money in there, but it still really hasn't come out of the muck yet. And if it does, you got 2265, and then you're in this nasty, nasty, nasty weekly candle, and this thing could go to $31. That's why I like the stock, right? But bring it in for a second. If we could just get a slight breakout of the 2-year, well, here I'll show you on a 3-year. Yeah, I can't even show you. I want to show you the whole chart. What year is this? Why is it not showing me what I want to see here? Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's what I want to see. So we can get this break on a Friday and then just rip to 2082. We're talking about a 20 bagger on Friday. And then if we break the 2082, that's when we start looking at that bigger one. So this is basically, let's go lifetime. I want to see what this thing looks like on a lifetime weekly chart. Yes. You telling me we can't get another 10% out of this thing, 12.5%? Love it. And it's nice that we already got, we're trading with house money already on this trade. So big fan. Big fan. Like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we are still short the Qs, and it just confirmed our delusion. Now, don't get excited because we got to break here. We break here, we go here. Then here's where it gets special. You go to 581.31, hit it, bounce, and then if you don't break back above where we broke down from, then we get the roll to the 580.47, and those puts that we bought should be around $1.50 at that time. And if you're in with me at 35 cents, which you should be, Grimaldi, then you're talking about 400% trade. How you doing? Come on, Spadini. Get in front of the ball, Spadini. I am checking in. Hey, what's up? I'm here. Who is this? Who? Why? Somebody who's pitching me this? What? Who's this guy? What is this all about over here? Oh, that's the Restream people talking to me. It's not my account. I just work here. Oh my God, has the screen been off the whole time? Ah, whatever. I'm talking you through it. Son of a bitch, I had no idea. All right. I thought I switched it. Sorry. Who the hell wants to look at my dumb face for 20 minutes? Shit. Oh my God. I'm sorry. What happened? Where'd the screen go? Oh, that's so silly. See, that's what happens when you start making money shorting the queues. You lose track of what the hell's going on. All right, so that's what I was just describing right there. See how we just rallied back? We couldn't get over the VWAP. So this might actually roll over here. It's exciting. Well, not really exciting, but it'd be exciting if we're at 580.47. Because if we're at 580.47, people, if we're at 580.47, do you know what that is? Does anybody know what that would be? Talk to me. If the Qs are at 580.47, do you know what that would be? Somebody say it out loud. Come on, Grimaldi. You didn't do well in school, did you? It would be a blow off top 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal on the Qs. You know how many times you see that per year? 3. So you think it's going to happen? Probably not. But it would be freaking exciting. It's like seeing a turducken. What was that creature that used to wander the woods? The man bear pig? Or what was the thing? The Cuchacabra? Some shit like that. Sorry you had to look at my face this whole time. Jeez. I'll put my little face in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Shorting the Qs. Hoping they go down to the 580 and go negative. That would be freaking awesome. This is a really fun day now, right? Finally made money shorting the Qs. I mean, it's so sick. My 2 trades were the dumbest things in the world. 2 Oracle shorts and 2 Q shorts. And I'm still living. I'm still alive. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about some of the other ones. Yeah. I blinked and I missed the whole WLDS. I didn't even want to play today. But, I caught the little faux show, bro. That was me right here. Caught a little bit of it. And then obviously, but I missed. I mean, I'm mortified, really. Look, Andy Dufresne, Kardashian bottom, 1 minute multi-day VWAP break. And I'm sitting here staring at Oracle any day now, any day. And I missed this monster. Look at this thing. I mean, that's why when you trade VWAP, you're in these bad boys early. The more you pay, the longer you stay. My white lines go a long way. See, that would have been a nice way to start the day. Completely whiffed. All right, see what happens when you get excited about being short the Qs? It's over. It's over. It's over. We got excited. See? Never get excited about being short the Qs. Never go full retard. You went full retard, didn't you? Never go full retard. GME, yeah. I don't know. I never look at that stock anymore. I know it's having a day, right? But seriously, look at that wonderful short, right? Hope you guys crush this thing. Oh, yeah. Blue line to orange line. Blue line to the orange line. It's rigged to VWAP, and we've got the rigging. And when you join my website, I give you this special rigging of the market. And you'll be able to short stocks and know where to cover. It's kind of really all you need, right? Never go full retail. By the way, you know that movie would never be able to be made now? That's almost as bad as Blazing Saddles. Imagine in today's society trying to make a movie like Blazing Saddles, but even just like Pineapple Express, that movie would never make it. They would have been excommunicated from the industry trying to even put that movie out. Yeah, WLDS, man. I missed it coming and going. I caught a little bit of it on the little pop, and by the way, it actually, and did anybody trade this one? Because it did. That's the faux show, bro. So you see how this is where we tried it. Didn't really, I mean, we got the faux show, fake out, shake out. I bought it right here, popped a little bit, wound up selling it, took a little profit, and then it did it again. And then it did it again and again and again. And if you could keep finding fake out, shake out breakouts around VWAP, you're going to get paid. Hey, while we're just sitting there hanging out, you know what else couldn't be made? I still watch the show because it's a special place in my heart. I used to watch All in the Family with my grandparents. Never missed an episode. Watched All in the Family, the Jeffersons. We'd have dinner. And I still watch it now. It is such a great show, All in the Family. But there are episodes where they wouldn't even dare try to make that. And it was such a well done show, but people would be so offended just by the language they use. And it's so wrong because that's where we need to go back to. Like, lighten up. It's an indictment on society. Don't get offended. Read between the lines. But man, Jeffersons, All in the Family, just awesome. That's why I watch Star Trek. Got my own phaser now. Best $20 I ever spent. I went to a Star Trek convention on Saturday. I was like, where is everybody? And I looked outside. Everybody was online waiting for Shatner. I was like, oh, I ain't waiting on that line. I already got a Shatner autograph. So I got my phaser and I left. As a matter of fact, this WLDS kind of just did something really interesting. You see that? That's a stop hunting program. You see how it went high and then went low, but then it held VWAP and it engulfed all that. You got a bearish engulfing candle, but that bearish engulfing candle is about to get broken on the upside. That becomes super bullish. So if anybody is still trading this stock, that ain't a bad moment, even though it looks scary there for a second. But engulfing bearish has now become bullish. You know what? Let's take a look. Let's put it up on the big board, WLDS. So now kind of what you want to see is them start it's stacking the offers. There you go. It's amazing how it just happened. I couldn't get the words out. What you want to see is them start throwing massive size on the offer. That's usually a buyer because they're just trying to fool you into thinking there's a massive overhead supply. So now I look at my scanner over here and I wait to see if I see any huge blocks going off on WLDS. And for some reason, I haven't seen them going off in the dark pools. But once this goes 7 bid, you're probably going to go rip right to that last peak, which was the 731. 731, you're back into that 785 area. Shorts ain't going to want to stay short. Hogan! I never was a Hogan hero. That was a little before my time. Yeah. Three Stooges was always funny. I was more Abbott Costello guy. Slowly I turn. Now, if this thing goes 7 bid, anybody in this thing right here? Because that was a stop hunter right there. Like that candle, that was just to wipe all of these people out. I had their stop there. But the VWAPians are still in because VWAP's our last out. There you go. There you go. Now pump it. Hope you guys getting paid. Rip it. Rip it. You want to see him start stacking offers again. And then you get buyers. And just, again, you ain't trading the stock without a dollar risk. But now you know that's a stop, that's a stop. Now that price has become the VWAP. That's your last out if anybody is still trading this crazy one. Nope, rug pull. Now we'll see who's got the balls to hang in there. But I think you actually, did you print? What did you wind up printing? 720. Sorry. I thought you'd get 731. I was off by 11 cents. It's not over. Hey, there's the one that came back from the dead. How long you guys been trading? You guys been trading long enough to remember Fuel Cell? I mean, even this piece of garbage is coming back. Reported earnings a couple days ago. Hello. I mean, this has been a pumping up for what, 35, 40 years, right? I mean, I remember pitching this stock when I was a broker. Fuel Cell. And yet it's still out there. And it's just another junky stock that wakes up out of the dead and just rips. Look at this follow through today. See how the fake out, shake out, if it holds prior day VWAP on the shakeout, you got to stay bullish, and then you breaks back over the VWAP, and you could buy the thing here at 518 with just an 18-cent risk. Boop, tax on $1. Very nice. Oh, QMMM? Yeah, that was so sick. I traded this stock, no joke, yesterday at $17.50. And then I completely forgot about it because we're, actively trading. I went back and I just saw it I was like, wait a minute. Is that the same stock? If you guys don't know about this one, we were buying it here. It's so sick. There's the faux show, bro. I bought the thing at 1647. It starts lifting off. I'm like, oh, cool. 1750. Oh, 19. Starts to roll over. I sell it at $17. Completely forget about it. And at the end of the day, I'm like, wait a second. This is not the same stock. It went to 303. And I was getting stopped out at $17. Holy shit. So crazy. This is the market we're in. That's why the other day I was crazy enough to give that, Octo a shot at 57.50 because 57.50 is a big number in the world of trading. And usually breakthrough there, you're going to $80 and it went to $80. But if you didn't sell it, where's that bad boy today? Octo Mom. Yeah, it's going to be another BMNR. It'll settle at some price and then find its footing. BMNR hasn't been too bad down there in the 40s so far. Looks like that's where it's going to live. Where is that one? Oh, it's actually up 250 today. What else you got? I got 11 minutes to spend with you. Actually, I only got 6 minutes to spend with you. 6 minutes in heaven. Come on. Give me some tickers. I'll bang them out for you. Let's go. Faux show, bro, man. It's the greatest trade ever, especially around the VWAP. I never should have strayed from the path. I went crazy. Now I'm trying to make that all I do. I dabbled in some Q puts and some lift calls and some V waves and some S rads, but one thing I'll never do is load up on UVXY naked calls ever again because that backfired. But if you could take that faux show, bro, on an earnings report or a stock that's in the news, and you get a fake out, shakeout at the VWAP or right around the VWAP, there is certainly not a better trade because the win streak that we're on, just using that setup on stocks that reported earnings, it's got to be 3 years. We haven't had a loss. Is this the software company or the nuclear one? I forget which one is which. Is Ookla and there's Okla? Is this the software one? Because the nuclear stocks, I love them all. I just bought some UUU and DNN. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those names. Black Mamba. Then email the source. Well, the best thing to do is come hang out in the room. I am the watch list. You want something interesting? SNPS. I remember this one. This was having a freaking. Whoa! Wait a second. You might be liking it very soon as a long trade finally. So there you go. You tried to break the VWAP and you failed, right? But you didn't break down yet. So this could be the start, right? So as long as it doesn't break back under the 399.50, you got a little faux show right there, but it doesn't look like it's about to turn. If it doesn't break here and then breaks back above the VWAP, then you got yourself a reason to buy it. But right now, it just looks like it's been a dud, unless you traded the faux show, bro. This is the reversion to the VWAP. Usually, that's just the start. Oh, I couldn't see the numbers. The stock's down 203 points in this market. What, the CEO kill somebody? What happened here? Wow. Yeah, 33%. Wow. This stock went to 600. I remember being in this thing back in the day. Actually, this one you'll want to watch the next couple of days because if it's just Andy Dufresne's, that's what this is, the sideways action under VWAP. So right now is the moment of truth, right? If it could hang in above a level where it broke from and then break VWAP, you got a real reason to buy it. And again, with a $400 stock, you're usually risking 5 points. So let's say the VWAP break would be 405 and the bottom of the range is 400. Yeah. So you're risking at least 5. But if this thing was to get going, prior day VWAP is 45 points away. That's definitely one to watch in the next couple of days. But Black Mamba, have you come to the regular site yet? Or if you haven't, if the watch list isn't coming, do me a favor, email Mary. She takes care of all of this. I always forget her number. I always forget her email address. It's Mary at Stock Market something or other. Somebody know Mary's email address? Somebody type it in. I never remember. Is it Mary at Stock Market Media, Stock Market TV? You think I'd remember, right? It's been 1,000 times. But yeah, email Mary and she'll make everything better. Unless you don't know what I'm talking about. Mary's the gatekeeper to the realm. Stock Market Media. All right, there you go. Thank you. but she will be able to fix it sometime. Well, actually, sometimes I actually have them going to spam half the time. Like I am the list, and it actually goes to spam. So just check your spam folder, or you know. Do you see it? Mary at stockmarketmedia.com. She will have all your answers. Well, at least we say we made money on the Q short, right? And the Oracle. I don't know if you got stopped out. The trade's over. Hey, it worked. Maybe we do it again later. Or we just let it sit there. Now I want to tell you what, one more thing. Where's my conservative people in the room, right? Raise your hand, right? Sick of triple X rated, pornographic, ultra violent TV shows? I worked on a SPAC. It was called Southport Acquisition Corp. And it was port. I don't know if anybody bought it, but we bought it at $1. I mean, 11, and it wound up going to 60. Crash right back down because now, again, if you know about the SPACs, they go back to par value. That's why it's not smart buying them when they start ripping. But I was surprised that it actually went this much. But they're bringing out a company called Angel Studios, and it's conservative. They did the movie Sound of Freedom, and it's a family-oriented company, and it's something that this country needs a little bit more of right now. I think it's going to be a success. So soon they're going to come out of the SPAC, and keep an eye on it. It's called Angel Studios, and not that many people know about it. It's kind of like a Netflix model, subscription based, and they also put out movies. I think it's going to be a hit. So keep an eye on this port. It's a bulletin board stock, no volume. Obviously, that's why it was going crazy all over the place. But it was crazy what it did. They're due to come out soon. So if you guys want to do some due diligence, I'm buying when they become Angel Studios. And if you're still in the lift, congratulations. Like I said, I don't care if it was gonna, at faux show broad, you're much better looking right now. But I didn't mind if it was gonna hover down there because, like I said, I'd rather buy some 19s real cheap on Friday for the next leg up. All right. I am outie. Nice hanging with you guys. And if you're driving, don't drink. If you're drinking, don't drive. And if you are tipping your bartenders, his name is Solid Jello. And he likes cash. All right. Y'all have a great night or day or afternoon.